Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2bas.com and I have this Samsung Galaxy S4 active with me and we're going to do the full review of this phone in this video. The Galaxy S4 active is the rugged version of the original Galaxy S4 and it is IP67 certified. That means it's dust and water resistant, and actually if you look with the regular S4, the back is actually a little bit different. The original Galaxy S4 has a 13 megapixel camera, but the S4 Active has an 8 megapixel camera. Also, if you look at the front, we see a striking difference that the S4 Active has all the buttons, that's the menu, home and back, are physical buttons, but on the regular S4, just the home button is a physical button. Coming to the screen size, both have a 5-inch screen and it's a 1080p screen, but the Galaxy S4 has a Super AMOLED screen. On the other hand, the S4 Active has a LCD screen. But again, the LCD screen, as you can see, is very good, and see the viewing angles, they are amazing. And I want to thank Faisal Communications for providing this unit for review. And this Galaxy S4 Active has not yet been launched in India, but in US it's priced around $620 to $630 unlocked. And actually this is the urban gray color that we have, and Faisal Communications had also sent me one more color. This is the dive blue color, and as you can see from the front, actually are very similar. We have these accents. Here the finish is gray, here you have that blue finish, and on the back again the cover is in a different color. So we have actually one more color, and that's, I think, so the orange one, but for the review we're going to use this gray one. And let me start with the physical overview. On the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and we also have an IR blaster, and we have the Watch On app, using which you can control devices like television, DVR, etc. So it works like a remote also. We have an indent here to open the back cover. I'll show you that a bit later. We have the power on off button over here, and this looks like the chrome finish that we have, but it's actually plastic, and one of my friends was using this phone for almost 45 days and this gets nicked very easily, and on his S4 Active the coating just went away pretty quickly, so you need to be aware of that. Moving towards the bottom, we have this flap, and this reveals the micro USB cable that I'll be using for charging. We have the flap because this is a water resistant and a dust resistant phone, and this is the main microphone. Moving towards the back, this end, we have the volume rocker. The volume rocker and the power button are pretty tactile, so I have no issues. Moving towards the back, we have an 8 megapixel camera, LED flash, Samsung branding, and at the bottom we have the opening for the speaker. Actually the speaker quality on this is much better and much louder compared to the original Galaxy S4. And you can open the back cover by just opening it up like this, and you will see this is again made by and again it's standard Samsung plastic, but you see these rubber gasket, and this provides a little bit of water protection to the internals. Again, the camera is still exposed, and here you can add your micro SIM and the micro SD card. The battery is the same as the regular Galaxy S4, that's a 2600 milliampere battery, and in my testing I would say the battery life was comparable to the Galaxy S4's battery life. And you need to be careful while putting back this back cover, and you need to make sure all of these are put in properly, otherwise you won't get the water protection. And I have seen some in some forums that users complaining that their S4 got damaged due to water. And even after you have put it in like this and make sure that all it's snugly filled, you need to press here and make sure that it's sealed. I would say it's a water resistant phone, but again, don't dip it in a pool or what do you say, in an ocean or something and expect it to survive. It's water and dust resistant. Moving towards the front, we have the 5-inch screen, which is a 1080p screen, and it has the same pixel density of 441. So everything looks actually very good on this phone. Let me just zoom in and I'll show you that. The screen quality that Samsung has put in is very good. And as you can see, the quality is excellent, I would say. So for people who do not like Super AMOLED screen, this is a LCD screen and it's a very good panel. And moving towards the Android version, let me show you the same. If we go to more and about the device, it's running on the Android version 4.2.2, that is Jelly Bean. And again, the striking difference that you'll find if you're using any other Samsung Galaxy phone is the physical buttons. It took me a day or two to get used to this, but again, it feels a lot different in your hand compared to a regular S4, and I would say it's a good thing. Coming to the storage, you can add a micro SD card, and but I did not add it here. And out of the box, I have installed a lot of apps and games right now. Out of the box, you get around 11 odd GB of space. Coming to the processor, this is powered by a Snapdragon 600 processor. That's a quad-core processor clocked at 1.9 gigahertz, and the GPU on this is Adreno 320. RAM is 2 gigs. So overall, in my testing, I would say the phone was very fluid to operate, and I have also done some benchmarking with this phone. So if you're interested in that, you can check out those. And I would say even in benchmarks, I got some very good scores. And you get the standard TouchWiz interface that we find on the Galaxy phones. It's the same on this one also. And for the most part, I would say it's a pretty fluid phone. But here and there, I did notice minor lags here and there that we generally find with TouchWiz. So there's no exception. But again, I won't say it's a laggy phone. It's a pretty responsive phone. Coming to the voice call clarity, I would say the voice call clarity was very good and I had no issues with the phone. One thing I did notice is that if you do this 2-finger swipe, you do get a lot less options here out of the box compared to the regular S4. For example, this is the regular S4 and you do get a lot of options here. But again, don't worry, almost all of these options are also available on the S4 Active, barring just one or two. And regarding the weight, if you compare it with the regular Galaxy S4, I would say it's a little bit heavier and also a little bit thicker, as you can see, but not by a big margin. But again, it's a more rugged phone, so I would say that's okay. Now, as we are connected to my internet connection, let's fire up the web browser and let's quickly just go to the Tech2Buzz site, our site, that's tech2buzz.com. The keyboard is very roomy, as you can see, and you get this number pad also here, so it's easy to type around. And it's loading our website, and as you can see, it loaded it actually very quickly, no issues. Pinch to zoom gesture is also very smooth. Scrolling also is no issues. And let me just open up one of the stories because we have a YouTube video that's embedded on this web page. And let's change the orientation now. And as you can see, that was also quick. And let's play back this YouTube video that's embedded. And let me just zoom in.
Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and I have the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, which is a massive Android phone by Sony, and I just took it out of the box. I just wanted to show you the phone.
So as you can see, it could play YouTube videos embedded within the web page without any issues. Also, as I said, the speaker is actually pretty loud. I didn't expect it to be this loud. It's louder than the regular Galaxy S4. And let us also force this to desktop mode, and let's try to load one more site, let's say news.com. So in terms of web browsing, I would say I had no issues with this phone. It was very responsive and you'll have a good time doing web browsing on this phone. And as you can see, this is the news.com website. It's a pretty heavy site, and even though it's a pretty heavy site, the pinch to zoom gesture, etc. is very responsive. Also, another thing that I want to say is the screen quality actually is very good. Just look at it. It's a very good screen that Samsung has put on this S4 Active. So let's get out of this one. And you can hold this home button and you do get this multitasking tray like this. And let's say if you want to kill all the apps, you can swipe away the apps like this. But if you want to kill all the apps, you can just hit this and this kills all the apps that are running. Coming to media playback also, I had a very good experience. Let me show you the YouTube app, and let's just go to my own channel. And let's look at this Asphalt 8 gameplay that I did with the S4 Active.
This is Ranjit and I have this Samsung Galaxy
So
S4
as you can see,
Active.
this is the YouTube video that's being loaded, and it's actually loading it in HD without any issues, and it plays YouTube videos so without any issues, and you can also swipe down, and as you can see, it works pretty well. So also I tried some other videos with this one, and I also loaded the third-party video player called MX Player, and let me show you the same. This phone also does support USB OTG. I have some videos on this thumb drive, and I'll just connect this USB OTG cable, and we'll use the MX Player to play it back. So as you can see, the USB it shows that it's connected, and our thumb drive is glowing, and these are some of the videos, and this is a 1080p video. Let's use the MX Player, and as you can see, it's playing it without any issues. It's playing from the thumb drive, so it can even play 1080p video clips without any issues. Let me get out of this one and remove this USB OTG. So even USB OTG support is there on this S4 Active. Coming to the camera, the rear facing camera is a 8 megapixel shooter, and we also have a LED flash. The rear facing camera can also do video recording at 1080p. Even the front facing camera, which is a 2 megapixel shooter, can do video recording at 1080p. And I would say the camera performance of this S4 Active was pretty good. It does focusing very good. You do get this tap to focus, and the pictures that come out are I would say pretty good. You also get this new kind of interface that we saw with the original Galaxy S4, and it's very easy to change the modes. One thing I did notice is that the dual shot camera option that we find on the S4 is simply not there, but overall I would say the camera performance of this Galaxy S4 was pretty good, so you won't be disappointed with the same. Now coming to gaming, also I had some very good experience with this S4 Active. I tried a lot of games, from casual games to even high-end games, and I would say I got some very good results. It could play any game I threw on it. Even Asphalt 8 I tried. This is actually a new game, and in this game I saw a little bit of stuttering, but that was also, I saw that on the regular Galaxy S4. So I would attribute that to, as it's a new game, the developer needs to tweak it a little bit. But all the other games that I tested ran actually very well. I have made a separate video regarding the gaming performance of this phone. So if you want to know more about that, you can check out that video. All these extra videos that I've made about the S4 Active will be in the show notes. Also, Samsung did not skimp on any sensors, and for example, we do have this compass, and all the sensors that are required are available on this phone. And let me just quickly end all the apps that are running, and let's also free up the RAM. Let's end all these applications. Let's clear the RAM. And now let me just fire up this Android system info, and this will show us the available free RAM on this S4 Active. Out of that, 2 gigs, as you can see, 1058 MB of RAM is free with this phone. And I would say in my day-to-day testing, as I said, I hardly faced any issues of lagginess. The phone was very responsive, so it's a pretty powerful phone. And this is the dialer, and this does support 3G video calling. We also have the S-Health app and the pedometer, but it does not have the temperature and the barometer sensor on this S4 Active. So what do I feel about this Samsung Galaxy S4 Active? It's a nice phone, and I would say it's ideal for people who are looking for a slightly rugged phone. For example, it provides dust protection, and it's also water resistant. So if you are looking for a phone that provides those options, I would say the Samsung Galaxy S4 is a good phone. It's priced similarly to the regular S4. Sadly, it's not yet launched in the Indian market, and it looks like Samsung India is not going to launch this phone in India. So overall, I would say the Samsung Galaxy S4 Active is a good Android phone, and it's a great phone for people who are looking for a slightly rugged phone. I hope you found this video review helpful. If you found it helpful, I'll appreciate if you can click the like button given below. Thank you for watching this review. That's it for now. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.